remarks and drove the creature from the room. He went.
What did she say to him?
She was emphatic. The remarks are not important.
I need to know how this woman got this creature out of her her home.
I hate to have you tell him, Judge, but it isn't a bit like a mother.
Enough stalling. Let's hear it.
She exclaimed to him in the heat of anger, "To hell with you."
To hell with you. And he went.
Yes, but that's besides the point. The point is it perjury or is it something that we can cope with? Ask for your opinion of it.
Oh, Kelly, there you are. Dr. Sanderson, disregard what I said this afternoon. I want you on my staff. You're a very astute young man.
Oh, Lyman, did you hear?
Baby.
You just got to keep Uncle Elwood out here, Doctor.
No, I need the sanitarium the way it was before that man came out here this afternoon.
I know what you mean.
You do?
Well, it certainly gets on anyone's nerves. The way Uncle Elwood knows what's going to happen before it happens. This morning, for instance, he told us that Harvey told him that Mrs. McElhenney's Aunt Rose would drop in unexpectedly tonight from Cleveland.
Did she?
Did she what?
Aunt Rose, did she drop in as Harvey said she would?
Oh, yes. Those things always turn out just the way Uncle Elwood says they will. But what of it? What do we care about the McElhenneys anyway?
And you say this sort of thing happens often.
Yes, and isn't it silly? He says that Harvey tells him everything. Harvey knows everything. But how could he if there's no such thing as Harvey?
Fly specks. I've been living my life amongst fly specks. Miracles have been leaning on lampposts at 18th and Fairfax.
Oh, good. Nobody here but people. Mother! You said you wouldn't come out here. Oh, hello, Marble May. I brought Elwood's bathrobe. Well, what are you all doing standing around? I thought you'd be admitting it.
Sit down here, girl.
I will not sit down there. Matt, is everything set?
It will be.
So, how's about you and me stepping out this Saturday night, Myrtle May?
Certainly not. Myrtle May, come here. I'm sorry.
Doctor, may I give an opinion?
Yes, of course, by all means.
Omar, his opinion. He's the doctor I told you about. The eyes.
My opinion that Elwood suffers from a third-degree hallucination, and the other party concerned suffers from autosuggestion. I recommend shock formula number 977. And bed rest at home for... I do. Now, Mr. Dowd will not see this rabbit after the injection. We've used it in hundreds of psychopathic cases.
Don't you call my brother a psychopathic case? There's never been anything like that in our family. Well, if you didn't think Uncle Elwood was psychopathic, why did you bring him out here? Well, where else could I take him? I couldn't take him to jail, could I? Besides, this thing is not your uncle's fault. Why? Why, with a town full of people, why did Harvey have to speak to Elwood?
If the shock formula brings people back to reality, give it to them. That's where we want Elwood.
I don't think that would work in a case of this kind, Doctor.
Well, it always has.
Harvey always follows Elwood home.
What?
But if you give him the injection, he won't see Harvey anymore. Then when he gets to the door, he won't let him in.
And I'll deal with him. Mother, would you stop talking about Harvey as if there was such a thing?
Myrtle May, you've got a lot to learn, and I hope you never learn.
Here he is.
Good evening.
Good evening, Elwood. I brought your bathrobe.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, Doctor, what do we do? Got to do something.
Yes, we certainly must.
I should say so.
Yes, it's imperative. Well, while you're all making up your minds, why don't we go down to Charlie's place and have a drink? Now, you want me to stay, and I want to leave, and apparently so does Mr. Wilson. Now, an element of conflict in any discussion is a good thing. It means everyone is participating and nobody's left out. Oh, Doctor, how did you get along with Harvey tonight?
We're waiting for your answer, Doctor.
What?
What is your decision?
Oh, I must be alone with this man. If you'll all step into the other room, I'll have my diagnosis in a moment.
Do hurry, Doctor.
Of course.
You stay here, Elwood.
What? Mr. Dowd, let me give you this chair. Thank you, Doctor. Now, Mr. Dowd, what kind of man are you? Where do you come from? Didn't I give you one of my cards? And where on the face of this tired old earth did you meet someone like him? Harvey the Buddha. Now, important question. Is it true that he has a function that he gets advance notice? I'm happy to say this. You see, Harvey is very versatile. Harvey can stop clocks. What? Well, you've heard the expression, his face can stop clock. Well, yes, but to what purpose? Well, Harvey says that he can stop your clock and you can go as far as you like with whomever you like for as long as you like, and when you've returned, not a minute will have ticked by. And he does this for you? He can. I mean, I've never found a place I'd rather be. You know, I'm always having a wonderful time wherever I am with whomever I'm with. You know, right now, I'm having a wonderful time with you right now, Doctor. I know where I'd go. Where? I'd go to Akron. In Ohio. There's a cottage camp outside Akron in a grove of maple trees. Cool, green, and beautiful. Well, that's my favorite type of tree. I would go out there with a young woman, a strange woman, but a quiet one, but under a tree. I wouldn't want to know her name. To her, I would just be Mr. Brown. Well, why wouldn't you want to know her name? You know, you might be acquainted with the same people. I would send out cold beer, tell her things I haven't told anyone, things that are locked in here. And then I would send out for more beer. But no whiskey. Of course not. Beer is better. Maybe under a tree, but she might like a highball. And I wouldn't want her to talk to me. I would just want her to reach out with a soft, white hand, stroke my head and say, "Poor thing, you poor thing." And how long would you like this to go on for? 2 weeks. Wouldn't that get monotonous? Just Akron, beer, and poor thing for 2 weeks? Of course not. It would be wonderful. Well, I can't help but feeling you're making a mistake in how long that woman talked, Doctor. And if she gets around at all, she might have picked up some interesting little news items. And I'm sure you're making a mistake with all that beer and the whiskey, but hey, it's your 2 weeks. Old beer at Akron and one last fling. God, man. Doctor, would you like to lie down? Of course not. Now, Mr. Dowd, would he do this for me? He could and he might. I never heard Harvey say a word against Akron. By the way, Doctor, where is Harvey? Why? Don't you know? The last time I saw him, he was with you. Ah. Oh. Well, then he's probably waiting for me down at Charlie's then. Yes, that's it. He's down at Charlie's place. Oh, Mr. Dowd, not in there. Oh, but I couldn't leave without saying goodbye to my friend, Dr. Sanderson. Now, Mr. Dowd, can I tell you a secret? Of course. Dr. Sanderson's not your friend. None of those people are your friends. I am your friend. Well, Doctor, thanks, and I'm yours. And this sister of yours, she's at the very bottom of the conspiracy against you. She has your commitment papers drawn up, the key to your lockbox, your power of attorney. She even did all of that in one afternoon. Wow. She has certainly been a whirlwind today. God, man, haven't you any righteous indignation? Oh, Dr. Chum. You know, my mother used to say to me, in this world, Elwood, she'd always call me Elwood. In this world, Elwood, it must be oh so smart or oh so pleasant. You know, for years I was smart, but I recommend pleasant, Doctor. Just the same, I will protect you, even if I had to commit your sister. Would you like me to do that, Mr. Dowd?
Not unless Vita wanted it that way, Doctor. Oh, not to say it on a nice place out here, but I just think she'd be happier at home with myself, Vita, and Margaret. Miss Kelly! Diviner grace has never brightened this enchanting face. Odd pathology. My dear, you will never look lovelier.
I'll never feel happy, Mr. Dowd. I know it.
Miss Kelly?
Yes.
Maybe this rabbit game. Kelly never kissed me.
Well, almonds are my favorite poets.
All right, pal, you're discharged. This way.
Wilson, take your hands off that man.
What?
Apologize to Mr. Dowd.
Apologize to him? The guy with the rabbit?
Apologize.
I'm sorry.
Like you mean it.
I'm sorry. This way's the door.
If I leave, I'll be sure to remember. Now, Mr. Dowd, do women often come up to you and kiss you like Miss Kelly just did?
Every once in a while. And I encourage it too.
To hell with decency. I've got to get that rabbit. Dr. Sanders.
Doctor, do you agree with my diagnosis?
Yes, of course. Send them all in.
Thank you, Doctor. Mrs. Simmons, Judge Gaffney, please, step in here for a minute.
Is everything settled?
Yes, I find I concur with Dr. Sanderson.
Thank you, Doctor.
Well, that's wonderful. I mean, what a relief.
Good boy. Well, why don't we all go out and celebrate? I happen to have a few bars in the back of this little black book.
This injection carries with it a violent reaction. We can't give it to him unless he gives consent. Will he give it?
Of course he will. If I ask him.
To give up this rabbit? I doubt it.
Well, don't ask him. Just give it to him.
Well, how about Bessie's bondings, Lonnie's chicken, Whoa Nellie's, Benny's drive-in.
Elwood.
Benny's drive-in, does that sound good to you, Vita? I mean, it sounds great to me, but how many people would there be? I mean, we'll have to phone for a table.
Elwood.
Mr. Dowd, I have a formula, number 977. It will be good for you. Will you take it?
Elwood, you won't see this rabbit anymore.
You will see your responsibilities and your duties.
I'm sure if you thought of it, Doctor, it must be a great thing. If I happen to run into anyone who needs it, I'll be sure to recommend it. But as for myself, I wouldn't care for it.
Do you hear that, Judge? Do you hear that, Doctor? That is what we have to put up with.
Oh, Vita, do you want me to take this?
Oh, Elwood, I'm only thinking of you. You're my brother, and I've known you for years. I'd do anything for you. That Harvey wouldn't do anything for you. He's only making a fool out of you. Don't be a fool, Elwood.
I won't be, Vita, I promise.
You could amount to something. You could be sitting on the Western Front waterboard right now. If only you go over there and ask them.
Well, if that's what you want me to do, Vita, so be it. Me and Harvey will go ask them tomorrow.
Tomorrow? I never want to see another tomorrow. Not if Myrtle May and I have to live in that house. That rabbit. Our friends never come to see us. We have no social life. We have no life at all. We're both miserable. I wish I were dead. But maybe you don't care.
Well, I've always wanted Vita to have everything she needs. Are you sure, Vita? All right, I'll take it. Now, where do I go, Doctor?
In Dr. Sanderson's office, Dowd.
Well, then, say goodbye to the old fellow for me, will you?
How long will this take, Doctor?
Only a few minutes. Why don't you wait? Don't worry, Mr. Dowd. I am a doctor.
Right. Well, wait.
you have any money?
No, I spent the money Uncle Elwood gave me for my new hairdo for the party.
Judge, do you have $2.75 I could use to pay this cab driver?
Sorry, nothing but a check.
We don't take checks.
I know.
Dr. Thompson, do you have $2.75 I could use to pay this cab driver?
I'm afraid I must get on with the injection, and I don't seem to have my wallet.
Well, I'll have to get it for you from my brother. He's in here to get an injection. It won't be but a few minutes.
You're gonna get my money from your brother, and he's in there to get that stuff they shoot out here?
Yes,
Lady, I want my money now.
but I told you it would only be a few minutes. I want you to drive us back to town anyway.
And I told you I want my money now. I'm nosing the cab back to town, and you wait for the bus at 6 in the morning.
Of all of the pig-headed, stubborn things.
I should say so. What's the matter with you?
Nothing that 275 won't fix. You heard me. Take it or leave it.
I have never heard anything so unreasonable in my life. Dr. Chumley, will you let Elwood out for a minute? This cab driver won't wait.
Don't be too long.
Elwood, I came off at my coin purse. Will you give this man $2.75? But don't give him any more. He's been very rude.
How do you do? Elwood P. Dowd is my name.
Lofgren's mine. E.J.
Well, Mr. Lofgren, let me introduce you to my family. This is Vita Simmons, my sister. Myrtle May Simmons, my charming little niece. My lawyer, Judge Gaffney. And Dr. Chumley. Now tell me, Mr. Lofgren, have you lived out here long?
Yeah, I've lived around here all my life.
And do you enjoy your work?
It's okay. I've been with the Apex cabs for 15 years, and my brother Joe's been driving for Brown cabs for pretty near 12.
That's very interesting. Now, you drive for Apex while your brother Joe drives for Browns? That's very interesting, isn't it, Vita? Mr. Lofgren, let me give you one of my cards.
Better get on with it, Mr. Dowd.
Of course, of course. Now, Mr. Lofgren, my sister and my niece live out here with me. This address. Now, won't you and your brother have dinner with us some night?
Sure, be glad to.
Well, really, when would you be glad to?
Well, I couldn't come any other night but Tuesday.
Well, then you must come Tuesday. We'll be delighted to see you now, won't we, Vita?
Oh, Elwood, I'm sure this man has friends of his own.
But one can't have too many friends, Vita.
Don't keep Dr. Chumley waiting, Elwood. It's rude.
Of course. Mr. Lofgren, here you are. Keep the change. Now, I'll expect you and your brother on Tuesday night for dinner. Will you excuse me now?
Sure.
Thank you.
Sweet guy.
Certainly. You could have just as well have waited.
Oh, no. Listen, lady, I've been driving this route for 15 years. I brought him out here to get that stuff, drove him back after they had it. It changes them.
I certainly hope so.
And you ain't kidding. On the way out here, they sit back and enjoy the ride. They talk to me. Sometimes we stop and watch the sunsets and look at the birds flying. Sometimes we stop and watch the birds when there ain't no birds, or look at the sunsets when it's raining. We always have a swell time, and I always get a big tip. But afterwards, uh-oh.
Afterwards. Uh-oh. What do you mean afterwards? Uh-oh.
They crab. They yell at me, watch the lights, watch the brakes, watch the intersections. They scream at me to hurry. They got no faith in me or my buggy. Yes, the same cab with the same driver, and we're going back over the very same road. No fun, and no tips either.
But my brother would have tipped you anyway. He's very generous. Always has been.
Not after this, he won't be. Lady, after this, he'll be a perfectly normal human being. And you know what bastards they are. Go ahead and nudge him. I'll wait.
Judge Gaffney! Oh, Myrtle May, stop the injection!
You can't do that.
Doctor.